Good morning once again. My name remains Oluwatobi Adebiyi, your host on Emotional School. For some time we've been talking about loneliness. We talked about the chronic loneliness. Today we'll be talking about mastering your feelings. Mastering your feelings. Okay, before I start, I just want to share a story of a man who woke up in the morning trying to rush down to the office, and when he gets to his garage, he starts his car and the car refused to start. While he was still not happy about that, he booked for an Uber. And while he was waiting for the Uber, they called him again that something happened in the office. By the time the Uber driver came and he just get into the car, and the driver said, "Where exactly are you going to?" He just said, "Take me anywhere." No. That's to show you that when we don't master our feelings, our central solution center, which is our brain, sometimes will be unable to take decision, but our feelings will be what we use in taking decision. That means we just react to things that happens around us. We tend to forget that happiness does not come by things we don't have. Rather, it comes by things we appreciate that we have. Now, life is not just about what you have or what you can see. It is what you can derive from it. How you can reshape yourself and make yourself more happy. Because in life, your feelings, if you're not too careful, they controls you without your central processing unit think. That is your problem solution center. Before it thinks, which is your brain, we will be shut down and your feelings will take over. Your thought exert powerful influence over your emotion. That means your thought had control over your life. You must learn how to control your life. Scientifically, it is proven that our brain with our heart is 70% water. What does that suggest to us? Water does not have a shape. Water does not have a shape. It borrows the shape of its container, either at this liquid form or its solid form. What I'm saying at this moment is this: your thought is the container. For this lesson, your thought is the container and your body is the water. That is, whatsoever you think is what your body responds to. That's if you want to form a mold for a bottle of water, you're designed according to what you can see or perceive. That means your life will be directed by your thought. If your thought is not distorted, your life is being controlled by your thought. In mastering your feelings, your thought is what you must first filter. You must filter your thought because they have the capacity to ruin and destroy your life. For you to be able to control your thoughts, you must realize negative situation contributes to loneliness. Now, if you have a clear understanding that your negative feelings contribute to your loneliness, they make you feel that you have nothing to do with people. People is not this is not that. Now you must analyze your feelings, your thoughts. You must spread them across and be able to pinpoint how things. Else you get trapped by your emotion, your feelings. And if you don't analyze, you don't ask yourself questions, what am I feeling that is make me feel lonely? Remember that your problem react before your problem solving center, which is your brain. It react faster than it because your emotion is a combination of your thoughts and your brain might not be able to comprehend until then. One, take a deep breath, pray, ask for wisdom, because if you don't do that, you get into trouble. I don't know if you have taken some decision before, and those decisions were taken based on feelings. I have seen a lot of philosophy in life, and I've heard of people saying some things, and those things were baited from their feelings. I can't trust people again. No, you can't trust people shouldn't be a word. The question should be, how can I trust people? Because if you cannot trust people, you cannot be trusted. And that is the simple truth. I have seen over time, people that feel that they cannot trust people, they themselves are also a suspect. People don't trust them as well. You must use words to counter your negative feelings. You must use words that are opposite your feelings. If you're feeling bad, you should tell yourself, I'm feeling happy. I once read a book, I can't remember the title now. In that book, they have 2 rooms. In the 2 rooms, they have 2 flowers in the 2 rooms. And in that same 2 rooms, they have 2 musical equipment. One is saying positive things to the plant. The other one is saying negative things to the plant. Both have water, both have manure. They have the same room temperature. One that was receiving the negative words dies. Now, what am I saying? Is that negative word had influence over our life. And if you don't know how to filter them, they rubbish your life and make you irrelevant wherever you find yourself. Keep vigilant, watch over your heart. That is where life starts from. You know, the Bible says, out of it comes the issue of life. Now, why will the scripture use that? Because it knows that your mind is a battlefield. Your mind is a battlefield, and a lot of thought, imagination comes into the place to fight so that they can wrestle with you. Now, I have seen things happening through just the process of imagination and try to solve things. Most of the time when I'm having a project and I want to get the project done, what I do is that I am done with the project by thinking on how to get the job done. In the process, I put things down the way things should be done. Because if you have not a win in your mind, winning physically will be a tug of war. Winning physically is going to be very tough for you because you have not been able to sit down, reanalyze how to win the battle within yourself. You must know how the battle will be won within. You must know how to ask yourself questions like, why am I feeling this way? What lies have I believed about myself? What lies am I believing about others? Evaluate the outcome of your painful situation. Evaluate, with this thing, will heaven collapse on me? No, there's always a way out. I've had people say what like this, I've tried everything and it's not working. I used to tell them, you have not tried everything, you have tried what you know. And when you know new things that can help in solving problems, they can help you. Make sure you unlearn yourself. Make sure you unlearn things that you have learned before. When I'm going for a class, this is what I do for myself. I will tell myself, you're going into that class fresh. You don't know anything. Even though I know the subject or I understand the topic, I want to go in there like a fresh plate or a fresh book that want to receive new information. And when I go back, then I can do my analysis about, or I begin to juxtapose between what I know and the information I just got in from that lecture. No, that is the way life should be run. Make sure you go into a place so that you can have new information, new revelation. So by the time you are going out fresh, then you can add information. The ones you don't need, you can remove. But when you are in a hall or in a place of information and you're trying to look at the information, if they are right with what you know, you in the process you intend losing so many things because your mind is playing back on what you know, trying to put what you're just hearing together. That's to show you that your brain at that time will not be working effectively. Your mind will be juggling around. It is moving around without settling down, and you will not get the right things you need to get. And in life, in mastering your feelings, you must make sure that you are settled. You take a deep breath. You'll be able to see through things. For every wall, there's always a door if you know how to get through the door or through the wall. Ask yourself the question, is God not enough to solve this problem for me? Is God not enough to reveal to me what I need to know? You must have a clear understanding. If you're a believer and you know the God you serve, ask Him. He will directly show you us all things. He will hear a voice behind it saying, this is the way. Then you follow it. Also, we need to identify our lust for love. You must know what actually you need, that thing that is missing. So that when you know what you really want. And you must ask yourself, is my need for love being met? Is my need for significance unmet? Is my need for security going unmet? Now, if you can check through all these things. It helps you to master, because now you are analyzing the situation around you. It gives you upper hands to be able to master your feelings. You don't take the wrong decision, and you don't move into the room of loneliness, because you have capacity to take control of them, and you don't allow yourself to be ruled by all manners of things. No, because your mind travels, it moves in frequency. Your mind could go into a frequency that you yourself have not been to. That's why I use the word that your mind is the container. Your thought is what takes your person into the container. That's why sometimes when you think about something, they happen spontaneously. They happen immediately. Now, question is why things not happen all the time like that. Most of the time, our negative thought negate the positive feelings all the time. Based on experience, based on things, past experience, things that has happened to us, they distort our feelings, they distort our thought. Then it abort or stop what we think about. Providing solution to people, the answer is reward. It might not be the people directly, it might be someone else. But prepare in your mind to take control of your life, so that as soon as you can master your feelings, you are in charge of your life. Why am I saying this today is go out there, take control of your life, help somebody, solve problems. Problems are not as big as you think. Go through them and make somebody happy, and you also will be happy. Thank you for being part of this broadcast. We'll meet in our next episode. Bye for now.